So in this video, I'm going to be talking about why I switched from a BMW M4 to M3. I owned the F82 M4 for about 2.5 years, and I switched over to the M3 about a year ago at this point. I daily drive the Genesis Coupe, pretty old, been driving it for about 10 plus years now. But I also was driving the M4 as like a weekend car for fun. It was a manual transmission. It's, it has its fun parts to it as well, but sometimes it could be a little bit annoying. I drive into DC for work. I occasionally go out to, certain areas that have high traffic. You guys know that, driving a manual in traffic is not too fun. So one of the other main reasons why I switched to M3 is because of the doors. You guys all know that the M4 is a two-door coupe model, and my Genesis Coupe, that also has two doors. So I've been driving a two-door car for over 10 years, and I mean, it's fun, it's nice, but there are also some inconveniences, especially when I park the car in the garage. It's a little bit more difficult to come out of the two-door cars. The M4 has slightly longer doors than the M3, and I had a little bit of difficulty getting in and out of the car. And also the other car that I have is a two-door car. So yeah, I mean, there's some inconveniences with that, which I wanted to kind of move away from. The other benefit for me of having four doors is that, I can have other passengers without, getting out of my seat, and also be able to carry groceries a little bit easier. I know that there's trunk space as well. Sometimes it's just easier for me to throw stuff in the back. Having a two-door car for a long time, it's always been a struggle. Just very, inconvenient for people to come in and out of the back seat. I mean, essentially the M4 and the M3 are the same cars, especially in the F series. The only difference really is the number of doors. So I was casually looking for an M3 just to see if there's a configuration that I liked, and I always wanted the Yasmin blue as well. So the M4 that I owned was Austin yellow. One of my favorite colors on the F series. I also really like the Yasmin blue, and I was like, hey, if I find the right configuration, maybe I'll just pull the trigger. After having the M4 for about 2.5 years, I was just kind of casually looking through just lists of cars that was on the market, and I stumbled upon this M3, which had the Yasmin blue with the Secure orange. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I always thought that combination was really cool. The other small thing that I liked about this particular car, this one has a LCI headlights. The M4 had the classic angel eyes headlight, but I also really wanted to go for the newer LCI headlights. I think they call them the Icon style. So this car had the paint color, had the leather seats in the color that I wanted. It also has the competition package, which is a plus. So this version came with the blackout grills, emblem, the wheels, and the exhaust tips, which I was a big fan of. So for me personally, I know that they're the same vehicle essentially, but this was like a little bit more of an upgrade. It is a newer model. This is a 2018 model, and my M4 was 2016 model. Again, this had a little bit more of an upgrade. It has a competition package, has the blackout version of the grille, the emblem, the wheels. This also has the other configuration that I was looking for. And also it did not have any accident records. So I thought this was a good deal and had very, reasonable miles on it. So yeah, I mean, I just went for it. And yeah, I mean, it was kind of like a spontaneous decision at that time, and I thought this was a pretty rare configuration to come across. So I, just went ahead and traded in the M4 for this M3. So initially I did find another M3 in Austin yellow, and I was kind of going for that one because I wanted to kind of maintain the Austin yellow and just kind of have the other small upgrades like the LCI lights, the competition package, just other various things. But there were some issues at the dealership. They were finding some mechanical issues that they thought it was not a good deal for them to pull through. Ultimately, I ended up not going with that one. Then soon after, I was able to find this particular Yas Marina Blue M3. So I was pretty excited about that. Overall, I think, yeah, I mean, I think this was a pretty good purchase for me. It was a slight upgrade from my M4, but I mean, both cars are super fun, very fast. I mean, essentially the same car, but there are a little bit of inconveniences for me having the manual M4 over this DCT M3. So yeah, that's why I decided to go with the M3 after having the M4 for 2.5 years. And on the next video, I'll probably talk about like the process of me finding this vehicle and also being able to purchase it, because I did not actually test drive this vehicle before I bought it. Maybe it's going to be a little bit interesting for you guys to hear about that process. So I'll try to share that in the next video.